Hello, my beautiful souls. So, last night I had this idea that I am going to start a new, not channel, but a new episode, if you want to call it that, of Missy's Healing. And start talking about things I do, why I do them, and how I do them, and all that fun stuff. Um, a lot of people ask me, like, oh, like, why do you do that? Like, I drink green juice every day. And they're like, what's in it? Why do you drink it? What's it good for? And I started drinking this green juice back in 2008, like 14 years ago. And back then, I went through this really major life change, and I even went on a raw food diet for about a year and a half. And man, that changed my life for sure. Like, doing enemas, fasting. I was taking classes. I mean, I planned on being a raw food chef, but then life got in the way. But during that time, like, I did a lot of research and I did a lot of, you know, gained a lot of knowledge. But, that was 14 years ago, and I still know, like, deep down why I do it, but I just don't know the why anymore. I'm doing a video. Even my brother, who's been asking me a lot lately, like, why are you doing this? And what are you doing? And I just don't retain that information anymore. So I thought maybe if I start this little part of my channel, that I can do some more research and start telling people why, what, where, and how I do things. I think it'll be good for me. And it was funny because, like, last night, when I was meditating, it kind of came to me to do this. And then in my dream, I dreamed about it. And it was funny because I was getting, like, a lot of resistance for wanting to do this. So I think it's something that I need to do. And, like, let's see, back in 2017, that was about 5 years ago, I went vegan because, after my raw food diet, with society and pressures of family, and I mean, because, like, everybody wants to eat out, and that's like the social thing to do, and then eating over for dinner, and, like, so it just became to where I just didn't do that anymore. I kept a lot of the things like green juice and salads and stuff like that, and juicing, but I still was just eating regular food. But back in 2017, I went vegan, and it was just, at first I just started out like just trying to replace regular foods that I knew, like cheese and meat, and just doing stuff like that. But then eventually, over these 5 years, I've just come to a completely different point where I'm eating, I don't know, people even ask me, like, what kind of vegan are you? I'm just like, because I don't eat anything, I don't eat any preservatives. Because, like, it started out where I was just, like, looking at, like, ingredients. I'm like, well, if, I can't pronounce it, I'm not going to buy it. And, like, then it was like, if it's too many ingredients, I'm not going to buy it. And even moving back to Tucson, I've kind of slipped up and been eating, things that I normally wouldn't eat. And, like, natural flavors, for instance, that's a big one. Like, I learn a lot of this stuff from my Instagram feed, and I'll see something and it really resonates with me, and I'm just like, man, I need to stop doing that. Like, when I saw a post about natural flavors and where they come from and what happens, even citric acid, I'm just like, oh, I don't want to eat that stuff anymore. So I just stopped buying stuff that had that stuff in it. And it's been like little small steps, and it's hard because, like, you just, there's so much out there, and it's just like, oh, like, you shouldn't be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that, and, like, but I feel like everybody's different, and you just do what is best for you. And like just do what's best for you and do one step at a time, because like I didn't get to where I'm at by just like one day waking up and being like, okay, I'm going to do all this stuff, because I do like this crazy routine, which I figure I'll talk about like once I get this thing going, because I think I started thinking about this just because like I started doing like a lot of videos with my hikes and stuff, which was really cool. But it's gotten to the point where I just don't have the money to be like spending a lot of money on gas and going into parks and paying the fees and stuff like that. So, at least for now, and I'm going to the same washes in the same places, and I'm seeing the same thing, and why film stuff that we've already seen? So, this would be something I can still be filming and still doing what I like to do, is share my information. Um, it is like it's creating new habits. It's discipline, willpower that keeps me going. Um, and everybody falls. I fall. And you just got to get back up and continue doing what we do, or what you do, or what I do, and do better. Like, um, just recently I started doing ginger juice, ginger shots. I've heard a lot about ginger shots, doing it in the morning and stuff. I mean, I've heard about like a lot of things, and just never really went through with it. But I've been doing that lately, and I started it actually when I got sick. It's so funny because like my sickness, it just kind of reset everything and just made me just really rethink what I was doing, which is a good thing. Like I think I got sick for a good reason. But I've also started doing some tapping, um, which is just, I don't want to talk about it and get into it now, but I've heard about it and I thought about it, but I'm now doing it. So it's just all small little baby steps. So I hope you enjoy these episodes, and it's going to help me relearn what I needed, what I've been doing, and why I needed to do it, and maybe it'll help you take a step that you needed to take. So I don't think I should say, like, after these episodes, happy trails, because we're not going anywhere. But this is a new chapter, new adventures. Happy healing, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to maybe give me some suggestions. We'll have to think about that. So until next time, happy healing.